Let me ask you something. How many times have you been scrolling through life, just like you scroll through your phone, and someone pops up draining your energy, selling you on their drama, or trying to convince you to play small? Here's the truth. Some people are like ads. They're not there to add value. They're there to distract you from your mission. And you know what you can do. Skip them. Yes, skip them. Because your time, your energy, your life, they're too valuable to waste. Recognize the distractions. Let me tell you something powerful. Clarity is power. If you don't know what's distracting you, how can you take control? Life is constantly throwing things at you, messages, opinions, people, and situations that scream for your attention. But here's the truth. Not everything that demands your focus deserves it. Distractions come in all shapes and sizes. Sometimes they're obvious, like that endless scroll on social media or the toxic person who always brings drama. But other times they're sneaky. They disguise themselves as obligations, as opportunities, or even as friends who secretly doubt your dreams. You've got to train yourself to see these distractions for what they really are, thieves. They're stealing your time, your energy, and your focus, and if you don't recognize them, they'll rob you blind. You'll wake up one day wondering where your dreams went, where your progress went, where you went. The first step is awareness. Who in your life always leaves you feeling drained instead of inspired? What activities pull you away from your goals instead of pushing you toward them? What thoughts keep you stuck in fear instead of moving forward in courage? Be honest with yourself, because the distractions aren't always external. Sometimes they're inside you. They're the excuses, the doubts, the habits that sabotage your success. It's not about blaming yourself or anyone else. It's about taking responsibility. It's about stepping into the driver's seat of your life and saying, I see you, distraction. I see what you're trying to do, and I choose something better. Because when you recognize the distractions, you reclaim your power. You take back control over the one thing no one else can ever truly take from you, your focus. And when you own your focus, my friend, you own your destiny. Control the clicks. Think about it. How many times a day do you pick up your phone, scroll through your feed, check your notifications, or dive into a conversation that leads nowhere? It's like clicking on a pop-up ad that promises something great, but all it does is waste your time and take you further from your goals. You have to realize that every click is a decision. Every click is an investment of your attention, your focus, and your energy. And let me tell you something, your focus is one of the most powerful resources you have. It's the gateway to everything you want in life. So why are you giving away your clicks to distractions, to people who don't add value, to things that don't align with your vision? You have the power to control where you put your energy, and yet most people mindlessly click, letting their attention be hijacked by whatever comes their way. You have to stop being a passive participant in your life. You can't afford to let your energy be scattered across meaningless interactions. I want you to think about your life like it's a website. You've got a vision, a purpose, and a path to success. But every time you click on something that doesn't serve your mission, you open a new tab that distracts you. The more tabs you open, the more energy you lose. And let me tell you, if you keep opening tabs that don't move you forward, you'll never get to the goal you're aiming for. What's even more important is the clicks you make internally, the self-talk you engage in, the doubts that pop into your mind, the negative thoughts you entertain. Those are clicks too. And just like external distractions, they take your focus away from what matters. You have to control those clicks too. You have to hit the close button on negativity and skip on thoughts that don't empower you. Every successful person I've worked with understands this principle. They don't just let life happen to them. They make deliberate, conscious choices about where to direct their energy. They know that every click counts. So I challenge you right now, become the master of your clicks. Every click is a decision to either move closer to your dream or move further away from it. And let me tell you, if you want to create massive results, you need to take responsibility for where your clicks are going. When you control your clicks, you're controlling your focus. And when you control your focus, you're controlling your future. Every choice you make is like planting a seed for tomorrow. If you want a garden full of success, you have to stop planting seeds of distraction. Start clicking on the things that expand your mind, fuel your ambition, and move you forward with purpose. Every time you make a conscious decision, you're shaping the outcome of your life. So where are you clicking today? Protect your energy. Let me tell you something vital. Your energy is your life force. It's what fuels every thought, every action, every outcome you create. And yet, most people don't realize how easily their energy gets drained, how easily it gets taken away from them. Every time you engage in a toxic conversation, spend time with people who don't believe in you, or indulge in activities that don't align with your vision, you're leaking your energy. And when you leak your energy, you leak your potential. What happens when you're running on empty? You lose clarity, you lose focus, and worst of all, you lose the drive to keep pushing towards your dreams. I've seen it 1,000 times. People who started out with massive enthusiasm, who had a vision, a passion, a purpose, but somewhere along the way, they let other people's negativity, other people's demands, or their own doubts deplete them. And that's the tragedy, because they never had to burn out. They didn't have to give up their power. You've got to learn to protect your energy with a fierce commitment. It's like guarding the most precious resource you've got. You wouldn't leave the door to your house wide open and let anyone walk in and take what they want, would you? Then why are you leaving the doors of your mind and heart open to every influence, every person, and every negative thought that doesn't serve you? You've got to protect your space, your environment, your mind, and your body. You've got to be intentional about what you let in and who you allow to affect your energy. When you protect your energy, you create an unstoppable force. Imagine it if every day you were surrounded by the things, the people, the thoughts, and the environments that lift you up, that challenge you, that inspire you to grow. When you're in an environment that charges you up, where you feel safe, supported, and motivated, you become like a battery constantly recharging with the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. But here's the kicker. Protecting your energy isn't just about protecting yourself from other people. It's about protecting yourself from your own self-sabotage, your own inner critic, your doubts, your fears. They can be the greatest thieves of your energy. So ask yourself, are you feeding your fears or feeding your faith? Are you allowing negative thoughts to drain you, or are you strengthening your belief in yourself, your capabilities, and your purpose? If you want to create extraordinary results, if you want to become the person you were born to be, you've got to take responsibility for your energy. That means setting boundaries with people who bring you down, disengaging from toxic environments, and making sure you're filling your mind with positive, empowering messages. It also means taking care of your body, because when your physical energy is strong, your mental energy follows. You've got to move, eat well, sleep well, and take care of yourself as if you're the most valuable asset in the world. Protecting your energy means saying no to things that drain you and saying yes to things that fuel you. It means creating habits that make you feel alive, vibrant, and unstoppable. And it means understanding that when you protect your energy, you're not just protecting yourself, you're protecting your future. Because the more energy you have, the more power you can put toward the things that matter. And when you protect your energy, you're not just surviving, you're thriving, you're creating, you're growing, and you're becoming the force you were meant to be. Be intentional. Here's the most important question you can ask yourself every single day. What's my intention today? Too many people go through life on autopilot. They wake up, go through the motions, let the day take them wherever it wants to go, and then wonder why they didn't get closer to their dreams. Let me tell you something, life doesn't happen by accident. Success doesn't happen by accident. If you want to create a life of purpose, a life of power, a life where you are in control, you have to be intentional with everything you do. Being intentional means making a conscious choice to take charge of your life, your decisions, your actions, and your outcomes. It's waking up every morning and deciding that today is not just another day. It's a day where you're going to create something. It's a day where you're going to make every thought, every action, every moment count toward your goals. Being intentional means knowing exactly where you want to go and actively choosing the path that leads you there. How many times have you looked back at your day, your week, your month, and realized you didn't do what you said you would do? That's the result of living without intention. When you don't have clear goals and a clear path, distractions pull you in every direction. Your focus is scattered. And when your focus is scattered, your results are scattered. You can't create massive impact or massive success if you're just reacting to whatever life throws at you. You have to create a plan. You have to create a vision. You have to decide, this is where I'm going, and nothing is going to stop me from getting there. Being intentional doesn't just apply to the big moments either. It's about the small moments, the little decisions you make every single day. Every time you decide to engage with a person, a task, or an activity, you're making a choice. Are you choosing to move closer to your vision? Are you choosing to take one step forward? Or are you just getting caught up in the noise of life? When you're intentional, you're aware of your choices. You don't just show up, you show up with a plan, with purpose, and with laser-sharp focus. You don't let distractions pull you away from what matters most. You don't let anyone or anything dictate your day. You decide your day, you decide what deserves your energy. You decide what your priorities are and make sure your actions align with those priorities. Being intentional means you know exactly what you want to achieve, and you don't leave it to chance. You're actively creating it. Every moment is a chance to get one step closer to your dream. Every conversation, every interaction, every task is a piece of the puzzle you're putting together. And when you put that puzzle together, that's when your vision becomes reality. Here's the secret: when you're intentional, everything changes. The people you interact with, the opportunities you notice, the way you approach challenges, everything becomes aligned with your goals. You stop wasting time, you stop drifting, you stop wondering where the time went. Instead, you move with purpose, you move with power. You know exactly what needs to be done, and you do it with unwavering commitment. But it doesn't stop there. Intentionality also means being clear about the habits you're creating, the mindset you're adopting, and the environment you're cultivating. If you want to grow, you need to set up your life to support that growth. If you want to succeed, you need to set up your mindset to make success inevitable. And you need to be intentional about who you surround yourself with, the people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better every single day. So I challenge you today, be intentional. Ask yourself, what's my vision? What are my goals? What am I going to do today that moves me one step closer to my dream? Be intentional with your time, your actions, your words, and your energy. When you do this, you're not just hoping that life will work out, you're designing it, you're creating it, and you're becoming the kind of person who takes massive action toward the life they truly desire. Prioritize growth and contribution. Let me ask you, what's the ultimate purpose of your life? I'm not talking about the job you have, the money you make, or the material things you possess. No, I'm talking about something much deeper, much more meaningful. The real power in life comes from one thing and one thing only: growth. And when you combine that growth with contribution, you unlock the greatest potential of who you are and why you're here. You see, growth is the key to everything. If you're not growing, you're stagnating. Life is constantly evolving, and if you're not progressing with it, if you're not learning, expanding, and pushing yourself to become more, then you're simply being left behind. But growth isn't just about accumulating knowledge or skills. It's about becoming a better version of yourself. It's about upgrading your mindset, your beliefs, your habits, and your capacity to take action. It's about confronting your fears and challenges, and instead of letting them stop you, use them as stepping stones to become more powerful, more capable, more unstoppable. Growth is the essence of life. And if you don't prioritize it, you will find yourself stuck in the same place year after year, wondering why things aren't changing. But here's the truth: growth on its own is not enough. The most fulfilled people in the world are those who understand that growth isn't just for them. It's for everyone around them. And that's where contribution comes in. When you take the growth you've achieved and use it to serve others, that's when you truly tap into the power of purpose. It's not just about what you can get, it's about what you can give. How can you make the lives of others better? How can you elevate them, inspire them, help them see the greatness within themselves? Contribution is the ultimate form of success because it shifts your focus from yourself to the impact you can have on the world. When you contribute, you stop thinking about your limitations, your fears, or your doubts. You stop focusing on what you can't do, and you start focusing on how you can help others grow, how you can solve problems, how you can leave a lasting legacy. The more you grow, the more you're able to contribute. And the more you contribute, the more you grow. It's this beautiful cycle of empowerment that propels you forward in life. But let's be real, prioritizing growth and contribution isn't always easy. It takes courage to embrace change, to push past your comfort zones, to invest in your own development when the world around you might be telling you to settle. It's easy to stay in your routine, to avoid the hard work, to play it safe, but nothing great ever came from playing it safe. You have to be willing to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself to become more, to take risks that make you feel uncomfortable. Because when you grow, you unlock new levels of potential. And with that new potential, you create the ability to make a massive impact on the world. And here's what I know: there's no greater feeling in this world than knowing you're contributing to something bigger than yourself. There's no greater joy than knowing you've made a difference in someone's life, knowing you've left a positive imprint on the world. It's what makes life truly rich. It's what makes every moment worth living. But you can't contribute until you've grown. You can't give away something you don't have. So you have to make sure that every day you're taking action to grow, whether it's expanding your skills, your mindset, your heart, or your capacity to serve others. The people who live the most fulfilling, impactful lives are those who know that their growth is not just for their own gain, but for the gain of others. They know that the more they become, the more they have to give. They're not just looking to make a living, they're looking to make a difference. And in making that difference, they create a life of purpose, a life of legacy, a life that matters. So I'm challenging you today: prioritize your growth. Make it non-negotiable. Commit to learning every day, to expanding every day, to becoming the person who can make the most profound impact on the people around you. And then commit to contribution. Ask yourself, how can you take everything you've learned, everything you've grown into, and use it to serve others? Because when you combine those two forces, growth and contribution, you'll find that not only will you live a life of fulfillment, but you'll also unlock a power within you that's limitless. That's the power of purpose. That's the power of a life well lived. Skip without guilt. Let me tell you something that's absolutely crucial for your success. You don't owe anyone your time. You don't owe anyone your energy. Too often we get caught up in guilt, in this feeling that we have to be everything for everyone. We feel this unspoken obligation to say yes to every request, every invitation, every opinion that's handed our way. But let me ask you, who is the most important person in your life? It should be you. Your dreams, your vision, your purpose, they should always come first. And that means learning how to skip the things, the people, and the situations that don't align with who you are and where you're going. There's a powerful phrase one wants you to remember: skip without guilt. Because here's the truth: you're not here to please everyone. You're not here to make everyone comfortable. You're here to become the highest version of yourself, and that requires making tough decisions about where you invest your time, your energy, and your resources. Every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to your future, to your growth, to your dreams. Every moment you spend engaging with something that drains you, you're robbing yourself of the opportunity to move closer to your goals. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but Tony, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to be selfish. Let me tell you something. There's a huge difference between being selfish and being self-respecting. Saying no to someone isn't about rejecting them. It's about respecting your own journey. It's about knowing that in order for you to be at your best, you need to protect your time, your focus, and your energy. You can't be everything to everyone, and you don't need to be. Your responsibility is to make sure that you're investing your time in the things that move you forward, that elevate you, that contribute to your growth and that growth of those around you. Guilt is a powerful emotion. It will try to make you believe that by putting yourself first, you're somehow doing something wrong. But let me tell you, that's a lie. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve your purpose, you're saying yes to a life of power, direction, and intentionality. When you skip the things that aren't in alignment with your values, you're making room for the things that are. You're clearing space for the relationships, the opportunities, and the experiences that will truly elevate you and bring you closer to your goals. And guess what? The people who truly respect and care about you will understand. The people who are meant to be in your life will respect your boundaries. You are not here to be a doormat or to sacrifice your well-being just to please others. In fact, when you make your own well-being and growth a priority, you're actually in a better position to help others. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't serve at your highest level if you're constantly saying yes to everything and everyone at the expense of your own health, happiness, and success. It's time to stop feeling guilty for making decisions that are in your best interest. The only guilt you should feel is if you're not living up to your full potential. You are in control of your life. And every time you hit the skip button on something that isn't contributing to your growth or your purpose, you're taking ownership of your destiny. You're creating space for your dreams to unfold, and you're giving yourself permission to rise to your highest potential. The world will always ask more of you. People will always try to pull you in different directions. But you are the gatekeeper of your time, your energy, and your focus. So don't apologize for putting yourself first. Don't apologize for skipping the distractions, the negativity, the drama, and anything that doesn't align with your vision. Skip without guilt. Know that when you say no, you're not closing a door or opportunity. You're opening a door to a life of clarity, purpose, and unstoppable momentum. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to justify your choices to anyone. Your life is your masterpiece, and you have the power to choose what to paint, what to create, and what to let go of. Every time you choose to skip what doesn't serve you, you're carving out the space to create the life that's aligned with who you are meant to be. So skip the guilt, skip the unnecessary, and skip the things that hold you back. You deserve to be the most powerful version of yourself, and that starts with protecting your time and your energy. So today I challenge you, start recognizing the ads in your life, the people, thoughts, and influences that don't align with your vision. Skip them, because when you do, you'll free up space for the relationships, opportunities, and experiences that truly elevate your journey. And let me tell you, when you protect your focus, there's no limit to what you can create. Skip the ads and step into your greatness.